No,
Very
I had
nice.
work. I have work tomorrow morning, though. Fortunately,
Damn.
although whatever, I can't complain. It's pretty easy
Yeah,
as far as jobs go.
that's good.
How about you? Do you have work?
Yeah, today I have the day off tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna try to be productive. Have you been working on anything lately?
Yeah, just my portfolio, but keep running into snags.
Like
I don't know.
like with ideas for where to go type of stuff?
Yeah, I have the idea now. It's just like executing it, I guess.
Yeah, just like fleshing it out and everything.
Yeah, like once you run into those issues of like, wait a minute, this part is just like literally not making logistics sense now. You know?
Yeah. No, yeah, that's the most frustrating part of like developing a story, just like getting all the logistics down.
Yeah. Oh, are we live now?
Oh yeah, we're live.
Hell yeah. What's up,
No,
YouTubes?
yeah, that's the oh shit. Yeah, something I hate about like developing stuff is when like spatial stuff where you're like trying to get things to flow properly, but like there's like certain like a character's in a position that you need to move them to, or they need to like, you know what I mean? Like they need to like
Yeah,
interact with an object, but like it was placed in a different area. Just like
I know
stuff that you don't,
exactly what you mean.
yeah,
It's just
just
like math.
yeah,
At
it's
a
like
certain
stuff
point,
that
it
you,
becomes math.
yeah, it's like stuff you don't think about like at all when you're coming up with the ideas initially.
Yeah.
Have you been watching anything lately?
Mm, what have I been watching? No, no, I haven't. Honestly, I've been really bad about that. But I do want to watch Twisters.
Oh yeah.
I'm stoked for that.
No, yeah, that seems like it'll be fun. Like there's like a bunch of like classic sounding movie lines like in the trailer, you know?
Yeah, it just looks like a classic
Yeah, that
blockbuster.
who's that the lead actor in it? He was in like
Glenn
Top.
Powell.
Yeah, he's been in like a lot of stuff lately.
Yeah, and he was in Everybody Wants Some. Is
That
a
sounds
Linklater
familiar. What
movie.
is that?
Richard Linklater movie. Takes
Uh,
place in like a college. Super good. I really like that movie. It's kind of like a spiritual sequel to Dazed and Confused.
Yeah, really? Is it? When did he make that movie?
Everybody Wants Some. I think it came out in like 2016. I want to say.
Okay. He made Boyhood, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Did you ever see that?
yeah. I remember really liking it. I want to revisit it. I haven't seen it since, but
Yeah, because I feel like that's like one of those ideas everyone's had, like, oh, what if you made a movie, but it like took place like throughout somebody's entire life or something, but it just seems like a impossible to like actually pull off, and like he actually went and did it.
yeah, yeah. And it's like I remember people were saying it's like gimmicky, but I don't think it's gimmicky. Think it's
Yeah, I feel like
I think it's pure cinema. You know?
he did School of Rock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the. Actually, I don't know how many of his movies I've seen, but I remember watching School of Rock all the time when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
That's probably like one of the best like movies for kids. It's not really like a movie for kids, but it's also like a good movie for kids, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. The writer Mike White, he made that show White
White
Lotus.
Lotus, right?
Yeah. I've never seen it, but
Yeah, everyone says it's good. I want to check it out one day.
what have you been watching?
Well, we've been watching Better Call Saul,
Oh hell yeah.
and I've been enjoying it a lot. We just finished the first season, but that, and then I rewatched Sunset Boulevard like earlier in the week, or like last week or something. Like an older movie.
Is that like written by Truman Capote or something?
No, I think well maybe it was co-written with him. I thought it was written by Billy Wilder, the director.
Okay. It's good though?
Yeah, it's really good. Like all of Billy Wilder's movies are really good. Like if you want to watch like a old movie, you know.
Yeah, I gotta check his stuff out.
Yeah, it's good because it doesn't feel there's a lot of like stuff from back then that kind of feels like hard to connect with nowadays because it feels so like choreographed in kind of like a dated way, you know?
Yeah.
But I feel like his stuff or not like like it doesn't feel like as honest as kind of movies have evolved to become like throughout the decades following like the 50s and 60s, you know?
Yeah.
But I feel like his movies they feel more modern somehow, like just the way they're like written and I don't know, like the subject matter, like just stuff like that.
Yeah. I gotta watch it. Honestly, yeah, I need to watch a lot of those old 50s movies.
Yeah, I want to watch more of them. I just never know what. Well, I mean, I could easily find stuff to check out. There's like a billion resources now for
Yeah.
that stuff. I was like about to say like I don't know what to check out, but like that's like I feel like easy to find out what to watch.
Yeah.
I also want to watch that movie Long Legs.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm curious what Nicolas Cage's part in it is like because they're like not showing it in the trailers.
Yeah. I hate when movies market themselves as like, oh, it's so scary. Like people passed out during it or whatever. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, you're setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
when you
guarantee it
overhype
won't
it.
be. Yeah.
Somebody was saying that like I don't know if they did this in the marketing or something, but somebody was telling me that like they were hyping up how somebody threw up watching the movie that it was so scary. And I was
Yeah,
just
they
like,
always say that shit.
yeah. But it's just like, what if the guy was like drinking like a big icy and eating a bunch of candy and
Yeah.
nachos and stuff, you know, like
Oh, when does Clarice go on her trip?
the I think the second week of August.
Oh,
And then I'll go to Singapore in like the last week. I'll meet her
oh yeah.
there.
You excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. Also, I always get like nervous before like big trips like that, you know?
Right.
Just like the plane ride or so. I don't know what it is. Well, you haven't been to Japan before, right, Basin, or have you?
I I went in once in 2018, I want to say. 2019, 2018.
Oh, okay.
It must have been 2018.
Oh yeah, you saw like Seiya?
Yeah, that was fun as fuck. Have you
Yeah.
been?
No, I want to visit.
You gotta go.
Did you do any like, is there anything you'd recommend doing that you did while you were there?
Um, if you have any contact with, I don't know, like people from there, like through school or whatever, I would definitely recommend hitting them up. Because I will say, like, the days we hung out with locals was so much more fun than when we try to figure it out ourselves.
Yeah, it's just they know all the good stuff to go to.
Yeah. So if you can, I would hit up. I don't know. I don't know who's there right now.
Gotta be somebody.
Gotta be somebody. But I would say because we stayed in Tokyo like the whole time.
What part of Tokyo? Isn't Tokyo like huge?
Think so, but it felt not huge either. I think just because public transportation is so good there.
Yeah.
Um, but we stayed in Jujo, which is like some working class neighborhood, which is pretty cool, as opposed to staying in like a hectic area.
Yeah.
But I would recommend. I would. I don't know. I had a lot of fun doing like all the typical stuff, like visiting an onsen, bathhouse. Um, what else? Drinking and eating, obviously.
Yeah.
God, I love Japanese beer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Um,
always my favorite beer to get. I don't know what all the stuff they have there that they don't have here though.
but even like it just tastes different too. Like the Asahi there is way different, you know?
Than like here.
Yeah,
Oh damn.
because I think the Asahi here is like brewed in Canada or something,
Oh
or
really?
Italy. Yeah, one of those two. But there it's like, straight from Japan. And it does taste significantly different.
Yeah, I want to try that. I always get Asahi. That's like my go-to.
My favorite. Are you guys gonna go during this trip? Maybe stop by or
I don't know if we're gonna go this trip, but that like we want to try to go to Japan like within the next like year or two.
oh yeah, and you have Clarice with you, and I mean she's practically from there, right? So,
Well, she probably knows some good things to do, but
yeah.
she wasn't. I don't think she was there too long. Like she was there for like
College.
yeah, just like some of college. Oh wait, I probably shouldn't mention this because it kind of has to do with where I live. I'll tell you later.
Yeah, off stream.
Yeah.
Don't dox yourself now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm also super excited for Trap.
Trap?
The M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Oh, yeah.
That shit looks so fire. Can't wait.
Yeah, wait, what was the premise of that? I saw a trailer and it looked interesting.
Yeah, it's like basically the this pop star, like think like a Taylor Swift,
Oh, yeah, he's
is
like a serial
performing.
killer and
Yeah, and it's like a setup trap to catch this serial killer or something.
yeah. Yeah, he always like I want to check out his recent stuff. I always hear, or at least like back in the day, it was just like, oh, The Sixth Sense was good, but everything else isn't good.
Yeah,
And
he got overly hated on, like when we were growing up. I feel like
yeah.
Family Guy did a lot of damage to to his reputation.
Family Guy fucked him up. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I want to watch some of his recent stuff, like partly because like you swear by old, so
Oh
I
yeah.
want to wait, that it's old, right?
Yeah, I fuck with old so hard.
Yeah, so I want to watch that, but also just like all the like the trailers for his movies always kind of like draw me in, like the concept.
Yeah.
So at least it's like that's like enough to kind of make me intrigued to watch what happens, you know?
Yeah.
But I did hear that Lady in the Water is like bad though.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one actually.
I remember seeing it
Scared.
like back around when it came out, but I have like no memory of the
Recollection.
quality of it. But there's like there's a scene in it with a critic and like the critic like dies like I guess violently, but like you don't see the death, but it's like implied that he gets like mauled to death or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And like but like the critic is written almost like M. Night Shyamalan is like pissed at critics for like shitting on him like since The Sixth Sense, because the critic is like the biggest asshole in the movie, and like he's like just like he's like he comes off as like a over the top prick, and then like he just like is the first guy to die violently like,
That's fine.
and he's like this like nerdy like nervous looking guy, and it's just it's funny to see it through that lens.
That's so funny. And
Did
he's
you
got like a real small penis or something.
yeah,
Just starts making it super disrespectful.
he just gets like an NC-17 rating to
Yeah.
include that scene in. Like, oh shit, have you seen The Curse yet?
No, I need to watch that.
Yeah, just speaking of what you just mentioned, just watch The Curse.
Say no more.
No, but The Curse is really good.
I want to watch it.
Yeah, I think it's Benny Safdie, right? His his part in that show is super funny.
Was it co-directed by Nathan Fielder, or was she just acting in it?
No, it was co-directed. He directed probably like half of the episodes, or maybe a
Dang.
little more than that. And then there was like another guy that did it. He did the movie, like he released a movie called Sasquatch or something like that recently. I don't know what the exact name of the movie is, but
Familiar.
yeah, it's just like an absurdist movie following like Sasquatch characters around. But he
Yeah.
that guy directed some episodes, and I don't know if Benny Safdie directed any episodes or not. I know he co-wrote it though.
Hmm.
Did you ever watch Nathan for You?
I watched some of it. I haven't seen all of it.
Yeah,
I've
that's
seen like the Summit Ice one,
oh yeah.
the ones with like what was it? There's like a private investigator character or something. Or
Yeah.
like he just kept showing up again and again, and they were like, and then they kind of became friends.
Yeah. No, I love how he like he'll make some of these people that he like meets in real life recurring characters basically in the show, like
Uh,
the private investigator guy.
yeah, and I watched all of the rehearsal.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah,
Yeah, the rehearsal was super good.
super good, super good.
I thought I heard like soon after it, like the first season of it came out, that they were doing another season, but I haven't heard anything about it since then, so maybe
Gotta be a
it's
different concept though, right? Because how do you get away with it a second time? I feel like, you know,
yeah, like you have to really I mean, but that's the thing, like that show is so like insane and like it's it like the whole show like warps in on itself almost that like I feel like he could like develop like a super crazy idea for a second season if he wanted to do it, you know?
yeah,
Like I feel like there's like so many different directions he could go with it. Like it definitely couldn't just be like a repeat where he's simulating having a family.
yeah.
But yeah, it'd be cool if Nathan Fielder made like a movie or something else down the line because it seems like he's like a good director based on like The Curse, you know?
Yeah.
And like the show was co-written by him and just yeah, just that whole show was super good.
I gotta watch it. Are there real people involved, or is it all just fictional?
No, it's all fictional, but they use like a lot of like I don't know if it's
Non-actors.
just yeah, like unknown people.
Hmm.
So it feels it's like super I don't know, you just gotta watch it, but like there's like a lot of like realism in it, you know, with
Yeah.
just like the casting and the locations and stuff.
Oh, you know what I have been watching? I've been watching piece by piece Spider Verse.
Spider-Verse?
Yeah, I can't watch it all in one go because my attention span is so absolutely fucked. But I've been watching it.
Have you been watching the second one or the first one?
The second one.
Okay. Yeah, what do
You've seen it,
you...
right?
Yeah, I've seen it. What did you think of it? Or, like, how far along into it are you?
Um, Gwen just came into Peter's world, or
Uh,
not Peter. Sorry, Miles Morales.
okay. Yeah, I can't even, like, remember what, like, when like, that whole movie is, like, a blur to me.
Yeah, I suspect it'll be a blur to me as well at some point. But I am enjoying it. It's not bad. I
Yeah,
think it
it's...
is a little harder to recapture the magic of the first one, though.
Yeah. I feel like I appreciate, like, all the... just, like, going all out with the animation and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But I feel like it's super... There's just so much stuff going on in the second one, and it's not even, like, conclusive. Like, it's you get hit with a to be continued at the end of it, and I thought it was, like, not satisfying the way it ended,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
You said you saw Inside Out too, right?
Yeah.
You liked it, right?
Yeah, I liked it.
I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it.
Yeah, it's hasn't is it like the highest grossing Pixar movie now?
I think so. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird. Like Kevin mentioned this too, but like it's weird that it was like Inside Out 2 that did that, you know?
Yeah.
Because I liked it, but it is also like interesting that I didn't know that was like such a popular like Pixar property, you know?
Yeah, it's not like there's a Inside Out land at Disneyland or nothing.
Yeah. Maybe now there will be.
That'd be funny. That would be a shitty land. No, I'm sure they'd find a way to make it cool, but I don't know.
That could be cool because like that's the thing about it that I do like about the movie is there's a lot more like playful kind of stuff going on because it's like a not a realistic like environment, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So like they could like do like basically anything if they like made like a dedicated area in like Disneyland. Like Again, there's so many like possibilities for what
Oh
you
yeah,
could do.
yeah, you're right. Actually, I could see it being pretty funny. Forget what's there. There's like the boyfriend or the dream pop star boyfriend joke. I'm talking about the first. I haven't seen the second one, but I'm sure they have more gags like that. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of like gags and stuff thrown in that are yeah, I just thought like it's just kind of like I liked how there's just kind of like different tones kind of being explored like with like the real world and then the brain world and stuff like that. Like it's just there's
Yeah.
more it I don't know, it's just it was like a fun kind of watching experience.
Mhm.
And I feel like a lot of animated movies I see, it's kind of just like a sigh, just like, oh, I've seen this before, like this isn't,
Original.
yeah. And it felt like they pushed themselves or some, I don't know. It just kind of, I liked it.
Hell yeah, I gotta watch it. Did you watch Despicable Me 4?
No. It's fun, like the trailer, like it's playing like Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses. I feel like that's the Illumination formula is just like get the biggest like song ever and then like use that in the trailer and then that like will immediately get people's attention.
Yeah.
Because I bet that like that probably works surprisingly well, you know?
Yeah, I think because wasn't there some headline like that movie also made like a bajillion dollars or something?
I bet like aren't the Minions like one of the biggest like like thing like animation properties in the world.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's one of those things where like you can go to like any part of the world and you'll find like Minions merchandise, you know?
Yeah.
Same with like SpongeBob or Mickey or something like that.
Yeah.
How many of the like the Despicable Me slash Minions movies have you seen?
Just the intro of the original Minions. I saw it on YouTube. Dude, I haven't even seen Despicable Me in its entirety.
The original one?
Yeah,
Yeah, when
I
did
hear
that
it's
come
good.
out? When did that come out? Because I remember when like the trailer first came out, and it was like what, like this 2009? 2010. Same year Skate 3 came out.
Legendary year.
Now Shrek 5. Like they're
Oh
making
yeah,
that now.
in like 2 years. They announced it like 2 years in advance.
Yeah. Yeah, that's God. Like they're probably still. I mean, they're definitely still working on like the story. Then if it's like 2 years out,
Yeah, there's like
so
no way that they have that shit locked down.
that's gotta be like pressure on just the people making it, like the story
Yeah.
artists, and like I mean the story artists especially, and like the writers, because they're like, oh, like get hyped because Shrek 5 is coming.
Yeah.
It's probably like gonna be hell for them.
Yeah. Where else can you possibly take Shrek? You gonna be a grandparent or something?
Yeah,
Isn't he already a dad or
yeah, I'm pretty sure Shrek has kids.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess they waited like enough time to release another one. Because I remember when the last one they put out, like everyone was like jaded on Shrek. Like, oh, like another Shrek. There's
Yeah.
like
I feel like Gen Z loves Shrek again though. Or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
right?
Have you seen the original, like where Shrek like comes from originally?
It's like a children's book, right?
Yeah, it's like a Roald Dahl style children's book with
It's
like
like
an
really
ogre.
charming looking.
Yeah, I like the illustrations for it, but it's so weird seeing that, like seeing what Shrek like eventually became, because it's like so different than like the source material. Kind of same with the movie The Mask, because that was like based off a comic initially, and like
Oh,
I think the comic is like super out there stylistically and
mhm.
like artistic and all that stuff, so it's like weird seeing The Mask and like the Son of the Mask come
I
out after that.
love The Mask though.
Yeah,
As a kid, I loved that movie.
that me too.
Smoking. It was just so weird.
Yeah, like and like the texture of his face and everything, and
Yeah, it was like this weird feeling as a kid where you're like, this is wrong. I don't know
yeah.
if I should be watching this. Like,
No,
you
yeah,
know,
that's exactly.
like, am I old enough to be watching this?
Yeah, just like everything about it felt off, like,
Yeah.
and like his giant like teeth and everything, just like everything
Yeah.
visually like just looked insane.
There's like this weird, I feel like there's this weird child psychology thing where there's a level of horrifying that's just entrancing for kids, you know?
Yeah.
Like typically little kids they like cry when they see scary stuff. But there's a level, like a sweet spot you can hit where something is just horrifying enough where you can like leave them in like a sort of hypnotic state.
Yeah.
Little
Yeah.
kids are just like, what the fuck is this?
I feel like Courage the Cowardly Dog is kind of like
Yes.
kind of hits that,
Which is
because
also like probably top 5 Cartoon Network shows for me. That show's
yeah, it's
amazing.
definitely one of the best.
But yeah, exactly. Like terrifying and like
In a
just
way that
barely.
like it settles you in, and then like it shows you kind of like the scary freakish stuff, because the
Yeah.
Mask doesn't like start out with that character. Like you start out with like, oh, on
Normal.
honest Jim Carrey
Yeah.
protagonist, and then you get like this green psycho.
Yeah.
What's up, Dark Deep Red?
I'm back.
Yeah, we're back. Oh, we gotta play Catan again sometime, Dason.
Oh hell yeah, I'm down.
Because when my dad was visiting, me, Clarice, and him played Catan, Settlers
Yeah,
of Catan, and it just like reminded me how fun it was.
I'm super down. Let me know. One of these weekends, I'll come over, play it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was like about to win, and then Clarice fucked me over at the end.
God, I'm reaching the point where my story is just sprawling again. I was like, what the fuck? I thought I made this for the express purpose of being simple.
Yeah, I have the same issue.
How
I feel
much
like
more simple can it get?
that's like everything that I've done. Maybe that's just with like every project anybody tries to do, but like it just ends up like bloating and ballooning out of control, you know? It just gets more ambitious than you planned on it being.
Yeah.
Is your story just becoming like something that would just have like 1,000+ panels or something?
I don't think about. I think it'd be like it's action too, so like
Oh yeah.
I like 300 or something, but I was aiming for like something like 200 long, but yeah, a lot of moving part. I'm trying to do action. I'm trying to do something well like Indiana Jonesy, obviously.
Yeah.
So I want to do like action, adventure, or should I can do that? It's basically this image I'm drawing right here,
Oh,
my story.
that's
Which
sick.
I mean, it's just insanity.
Yeah, that seems like it could be tricky.
Like there's a jaguar, like a Indiana Jones type, a cat, a snake, this henchman guy. I don't know. There's so much.
Yeah, in a car. God, like when uh, part of like the reason I did Major Bummage was like I thought it would be a good idea to do because the characters are in cars and they wouldn't be like moving around or anything, so it would make it a lot quicker to make, you know?
Yeah.
But like just talking about like projects like just kind of ballooning out of control, like that ended up being like this other added layer of complication because like you have to like just like set up all these shots in like After Effects to make it look like they're moving, you know, and I was
Yeah.
like trying to add parallax and stuff to the background, so I have like
God.
all these like separate files with like all this different shit to make it look right, and it just became like I wanted it to be simple, but it ended up being like complicated in a different way, you know?
Yeah. Exactly what's happening with my shit.
Yeah.
But here we are. There's no going back now. Wasted too much time already. It's
Do you
like it could
have
be fun to watch though, right? If you see this image, you want to see something like this.
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
Hell yeah.
Do you have other ideas too, or are you just fleshing this one out?
I'm just gonna do this one as fast as possible. Like finish it. And then do something else. 'Cause I feel like my portfolio needs some proof I can do like an action comedy type thing.
Yeah. Do you, well, I guess you have comedy and action, right? In yours because you have the dog uh sequence and then you have the alien one.
Yeah, but I guess this one's to replace the dog one. I'm not like super satisfied with that one.
Oh shit. That one's good.
Oh, you like the dog one?
Yeah, it was, I thought it was like it flowed really well.
Fuck, maybe I should keep it in.
Dark Deep Red says I need to rewatch The Mask. Wasn't there a cartoon of it for a while? I think there might have been a cartoon. I don't know if, I feel like there was like cartoons made about like every brand or property like in the 90s. Oh yeah, the Mask animated series.
I remember there was a Ghostbusters cartoon.
Shit. This made by Deke. Yeah, it has that like classic 90s kind of like Batman cartoon look to it.
What's that studio called? Deke?
There was like a lot of shows made in like the 80s and I think early 90s from Deke Entertainment, like DIC. But it was apparent they always like there's a lot of like older animators that had to work there in the 80s when like
The Dark Ages.
yeah, and like they all I mean a lot of them hated working there because they just thought it sucked or whatever. So I bet they were calling it like Dick or what. I mean that's what I would call it probably. Going to work at Dick. When's the last time you animated, Basin?
Fuck. Been too long. I don't know.
Yeah, I always think about stuff like that, like, because there was like a period of time where I hadn't animated in like a couple months or something like that, and I
Yeah.
was like, fuck, like, am I an animator still? Like, what? Like, I don't know, like, I would just kind of overthink that stuff, you know? Because it just
Yeah.
seems weird not working on something.
Yeah, I would like to again. I don't know.
I mean, you were making stuff you made like a bunch of stuff last year, so I feel like
Yeah.
you're good. Like if you came back to it, you wouldn't be super
Too
rusty.
rusty. Yeah, I want to get back into. I just want to finish this portfolio and then start working on more different stuff, I guess.
Yeah. No, portfolio shit like can take over your life.
Yeah.
It's hard not to like, or it's hard to like focus on other things when you're doing that.
Yeah. Oh, have we talked about Rango? I watched Rango.
Oh, you
Maybe we
did?
haven't talked.
No, I don't. We haven't talked about that. What do you think?
I like it a lot, actually.
I want to watch it because I don't even know if I've seen it all the way through, but I remember back when it came out, like me, my brother, and our friend Alex back in Florida would like just joke about it a lot because he had it on DVD and he would like quote it all the time, like just as a joke, like. But I do know that like watching that movie makes you so damn thirsty.
Oh
Like,
yeah, it is a dusty ass movie.
yeah, and like doesn't the plot or part of the plot revolves around like the local bank in the town in the desert is like a big like container of water or something like that.
Yeah, goes missing.
Yeah, and then just nobody has water or something for the
Yeah.
movie. But yeah, I want to watch it just because seems super original compared to the stuff coming out these days.
Action scenes in it are tremendous.
Yeah, I know there's like a weird like Clint Eastwood like
Yeah.
I don't know if that's I don't think that's him doing the voice, but like
No, I think it's like an impersonator or something.
yeah, but and he's like driving a golf cart or something like that.
Yeah. That movie's crazy. Also, um, Johnny Depp gives a really inspired
Oh yeah,
voice performance, vocal performance.
yeah, I forgot Johnny Depp did the voice.
Yeah, it's like he's basically doing like a Kermit the Frog impression.
Yeah. What studio made that? Was it like Nickelodeon Studios or something weird like that, or do you know?
I think Paramount came in at the last second. Yeah, Paramount, Nickelodeon. But it was like also mostly just funded by um, Gore Verbinski and I think Johnny Depp.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think Johnny Depp was also a producer, if I'm not mistaken.
That's interesting.
Yeah, like I guess Gore Verbinski just made a shit ton of money off of Pirates of the Caribbean and was like, I want to make an anime movie.
Wait, the guy that did Rango or directed Rango directed the Pirates of the Caribbean movies?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what the hell? And he didn't have any experience in animation before that, did he?
No.
That's bizarre.
Yeah. I guess he was like, oh fuck, this is a lot more expensive than I thought it would be. And then
Yeah,
Paramount had to step in to help or something.
yeah, I bet.
Sick ass movie though. I love that little lizard.
Yeah, I'll try to rewatch that. Have you ever seen the movie? I think it's called like Nine or something like that.
I remember when that was in when the trailer had come out for that, and I thought it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. But I never watched the movie for some reason.
Yeah. It's so interesting looking back on like the aesthetics of CG movies like in like the late 2000s
Yeah.
because they were I feel like there is like more of like an aesthetic vision with like those movies, but like it was just it came across a lot more tacky, you know,
Yeah.
compared to like what they have today. Like, I don't know. Like, stuff today I
Yeah.
feel like looks kind of generic, but it looks a lot more refined than the way stuff like looked around that time.
Hmm.
But wasn't that movie like I thought I remembered hearing it was like a disaster or something like that. Like, do you know
Probably.
anything? Now we're gonna be in the age of sequels moving forward.
Oh yeah. No original content allowed. The sequel shit? That shit prints money, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it honestly does. I mean like because I was looking at like just like the movies Brad Bird has done and I clicked on Incredibles 2 and it was like the box office was like $1 billion something and I was like holy fuck like the budget's like 200 million or something like that and then they just make like $1 billion+ like
Yeah.
so insane.
Yeah, I wonder what it will take to get some original stories made again.
Yeah, I
It
don't
would have to
know.
take something seismic. And it'd have to probably come from someone outside of animation, actually. Like a filmmaker with some bona fides, you know?
Yeah.
Because I feel
Yeah,
like the
because
only people who get permission to make interesting stuff are like filmmakers who come into animation, you know?
yeah, because Pinocchio I thought was really good.
Yeah.
And that was did del Toro direct that or did he just produce it? Do you know?
I think he directed it.
Yeah, and I think he had like a co-director, like somebody that has
Like actually knew
worked,
how to animate.
yeah, like new animation, which
Yeah.
that's sounds like a smart way to do it. Like if you're a live
Yeah.
action director going into
100%.
it. But no, yeah. I mean, especially just like in terms of like feature, kind of like big budget stuff. Like I feel like it definitely has to come from an outsider.
Yeah.
Not that like it's impossible for good stuff to be made with just like people that have animation experience, but it just seems like I don't know, just something about the stuff they've been putting out as of late just seems kind of stale and by the books, you know, and like it just kind of just seems like stuff that's going on in the background, like none of it is that groundbreaking or whatever.
Yeah. Who would make a good animated film? Well, I know Bong Joon-ho wants to make an animated movie.
Oh, really?
Probably will at some point. I think he's developing one.
Yeah, I wonder what. That would be interesting.
I could see that being good.
David Lynch wanted to do a animated movie, but like there was like some story that came out like a few months ago, like Netflix turns down
Oh
David
yeah.
Lynch Snoot World movie. Like, I wonder what that would have been like.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wasn't the third season of Twin Peaks like a hit? Shouldn't he
Was it?
get like the green light to make whatever he wants at this
He,
point?
I don't, I, I have no idea. Well, I know there was something in production around the pandemic or something, and that's what caused them to stop the production. Like he was
Mm,
gonna do something for Netflix, but I guess they never continued with it or something.
yeah.
So I have no idea if he's doing any more live action stuff or not. I mean, I hope he does, but
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's just like, I mean, Twin Peaks season 3. That's like that. Like it's like what, like 10? How many episodes? It's like a good amount of episodes, and they're like there's like 18 or 15 of them, you know? Like that's like a lot of David Lynch to watch, so
Yeah.
don't get spoiled with it, you know? Just appreciate what we have.
Yeah. I need to watch that third season, man.
Yeah, I want to rewatch it. It's so, yeah, it's such a interesting experience watching it the first time. Because you have like no idea like where things are going, you know?
Mhm.
So it's just like it can be disorienting when you first watch it.
Hell yeah. Have you seen The Boys?
I saw like the first episode or two.
Hmm.
Me and Clarice watched it, and we just never continued with it.
People seem super hyped on it.
Have you seen it?
I think I watched like the first 10 minutes of the first episode.
Yeah. I I understand why it's like a popular show,
Hmm.
but I just me and like Clarice kind of had the same impression. Like it just kind of felt like a little cheesy or like on the nose. I don't really know how to put it. Like it just kind of didn't totally draw us in, even though the concept is pretty interesting. But
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I don't know. Also, like all the characters in it are like evil, like assholes, and it's not in the type of way like in Succession where you see their humanity, so you're able to
Mm.
kind of like go along their journey or whatever, or like you
Yeah.
want to see what happens. Like from The Boys, that like I got the impression like I don't want to watch these characters, you know, like
Yeah.
it just seems kind of like an exhausting experience. But I would like give it another chance because it seems like it could be interesting. But I feel like it's probably not like amazing, you know, just based on what
Yeah.
I saw.
seems fucked up about this anatomy, but whatever. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Have you ever done like anatomy studies or anything like that?
I think just life drawing.
Yeah, I need to do
Maybe I
more.
should do anatomy studies though.
Yeah, I've done them before, but it's just super like, you know, it's just like very academic feeling.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, like you said with life drawing, like you can kind of like see what you need to see in order to like convey the form properly, you know, like I don't know. Like you don't need to like know, I don't know, maybe this sounds stupid, but like you don't need to know like what the interior like structure of a tree is in order to draw it. You just kind of have to go off of what you see. And like if you're living super long like in the past, like way back in the past, you're not gonna have like access to like anatomy books and stuff, so
Right.
if you're like drawing people, like you just have to do the best with what you have. But I don't know, maybe that's stupid to say. It is, I feel like it is something that is probably important to do though. But I just never get to doing it because it's like when I'm working on like animation stuff, it's just like I don't know, it does just with some of the stuff I want to do, it doesn't like really help me to like spend a bunch of time focusing on that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like it just feels like I should just jump into animating as much as I can,
Yeah.
but it would be good to like take some time to just kind of develop my skills more.
I need to work on my anatomy. Dark Deep Red says a lot of throwaway filler. Yeah, I agree. The second season has a lot of filler, but that's because there was some production stuff going on.
Yeah.
The departure of David Lynch and stuff.
Yeah, and also they had to like they were forced by the studio to solve the mystery, but like kind of like that went against the blueprint of what the show was supposed to be. Like you're supposed to have that mystery kind of like continue on as long as possible so you can like go deeper and deeper into the town and all its characters, you know? But that doesn't sound good to the execs, I guess.
Yeah. What's wrong with this? Hmm. Just study hair too.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta practice hair and cloth. I feel like I'm like decent at depicting cloth, but I'm not like fully confident in like how realistic it might look, you know?
Yeah. Cloth too. Starting to look like Velma.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jinkies.
Is that her catchphrase?
Yeah, I think so. Jinky. I remember I was watching that the, the HBO Max show for a hot second.
Yeah,
And
you checked it out.
yeah, I think everyone who I was living with at the time was like, "Why are you watching that?" I was like, "I don't know." Not good, but whatever.
Yeah, just yeah, me and Clarice put it on because we were curious how bad it was because just that's all we could hear about it.
Yeah.
And I
Yep.
mean, yeah.
Did
Pretty
not
bad.
disappoint. Or
Yeah.
did disappoint, depending on how you like that.
It's just like it's just one of the like I don't know, something about the show just like rubs you the wrong way. Like it just has like a bad attitude or something. It's just like
Yeah.
it's like this isn't why would I want to watch something like this? Like
Good way to put it.
The music playing now, it's actually I don't know. I have a like a playlist saved, or it's like a video with like PS2 music on YouTube. But I like downloaded it and like exported it with like the volume lowered so I could have it playing in the background. So I don't know the exact name of the song. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to say. But if you just look up relaxing PS2 music, it's somewhere in there. But I don't know. There's a lot of really good music from games of that era, so that's good to listen to.
Very true.
Now I feel like video games now just kind of have like movie sounding soundtracks.
Yeah.
Like it's not as playful, and I feel like they're more kind of like creative with the music in like games from older eras, you know?
Yeah. Agree.
Like specifically like the 90s and like early 2000s.
How would you even feel like Bill Watterson would be good at it or something? Drawing like, you know how some turtlenecks have like these lines, this line pattern or
Yeah.
something.
I feel like you conveyed it well. Like you just kind of like maybe pick out the areas where there's gonna be like a bend in the fabric, or like it's like
Yeah,
kind of like define, or like an area where it's kind of like defining the shape or like the form a little more, you know?
yeah. I love that little guy in his car.
Thanks.
He's up to no good.
Gonna do some GTA style stuff in that car.
Well, I'm gonna grab some water real quick.
Okay. My two favorite things to draw are like profile shots of faces and like cars. Or just like cartoonish cars.
Yeah. I feel like hypercars and sports cars, this must be like the fucking hardest thing to draw.
Yeah, like the, or like the silhouette. Or like, are you talking about the ones that are super sleek looking?
Yeah.
Yeah, the stuff like older cars are like a lot easier to draw than newer ones just because of how defined the silhouette is. And they're like a lot bigger and clunkier.
Yeah. Once it starts getting into like these complex curves, I'm just like, what the fuck is it?
Yeah.
What psycho drew this? Those car designers are insane draftsmen.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Have you ever been to Art Center before?
No.
They have like a, I don't know if they have a specific car design program, but you'll like see like car designs like hanging up on the walls around there, because
Right.
like the students have to like make the blueprints for that or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I know they have like a fantastic card design program thing.
No, thank you, Louise. Yeah, I'm doing good. Long time no see.
I love this scratchy brush.
Is that the pencil? Or is that the pen with like the stabilizer down?
Yeah, I think it's just the pen with zero stabilizer. It looks sick as hell.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird how, because like you know when you're drawing with like just a regular utensil like a pen or something, different types of pens feel different and that can kind of affect the way you draw and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's weird how that kind of transfers over to digital brushes.
Yeah. True. It does change. Yeah, that is weird. That's such a sick ass car. Fuck. The little. What is that shape? Cylindrical?
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Louise. Yeah, I was just telling Basin cars are my favorite thing to draw. Here, I'll be right back, Basin. Yo.
Well, thank you, Luis.
Are you gonna have to draw a tiger a lot for your next
Yeah,
sequence?
I made a huge mistake, Eric. I made a huge mistake. I don't understand this anatomy. I'm just fucking bullshitting. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks good.
Like, what do the... Do they have elbows?
I think
That's
they
their
did.
anatomy.
They have like some form of elbow.
I need to do some studies.
Yeah. I know there's like on like life drawing websites they have like animal options as well.
Oh yeah,
So that could help.
I have to do that. Yeah, as long as it looks convincing, it does the job, right?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like especially with boards, I feel like that's the case.
Alright, I might have to call it soon though. Gotta
Okay,
eat
yeah, I
something.
should probably eat some food.
That looks pretty cool. Maybe that's the... trying to like break it down into shapes, you know? Like
Yeah,
that I can copy over and over again.
yeah.
And change the angle of too.
Yeah, cats are tricky. I mean,
Yeah, there's
especially,
shapes.
yeah, just like everything kind of like slopes. Like I don't know how to describe it. It feels like
No,
there's not a lot of like landmarks to latch on to, you know?
yeah, and like you get the curve like just a couple degrees off and it looks wrong suddenly.
Yeah. Or like, because I sometimes I'll try to draw just my cats, you know?
Yeah.
And they're always like the hardest like thing to draw for me because it's like they're very, you know, like chubby and like there's a lot of fur and stuff and not a lot of like landmarks on their body that you can kind of like reference so you can kind of keep the proportion of everything right. So it just ends up looking kind of janky when I try to draw them.
Yeah. That's such a sick car.
Oh, thanks.
Want to skate that thing.
Yeah. Mini rant car.
Yeah, it's got a kicker on its nose.
Yeah. Yeah, that somebody's got to build that. Do you remember that like series like it was like around in like 2010 or something, but it was a guy and he would like make a skateboard out of different things.
Oh,
I just remember
like out of
there's
random objects or
yeah, like I remember I just remember a video where he made like a skateboard out of an iPad, and he was like skating it on a mini ramp. I think
And
this
it
might have
didn't
been like,
it didn't just shatter immediately.
I mean, it got all messed up and the screen was like destroyed, but he was able to do some stuff on there, I think.
That's sick.
But I think that was like, might have like even been the first generation of iPad or something. It was like all the way back then.
Yeah, I gotta call it there.
Okay.
Good shit.
Yeah, thanks for coming on again, Basin.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. See ya, Louise and Dark Deep Red if you're still there. But yeah, we'll be back next week. Just had to take a bit of a break the past couple of weeks just with stuff going on. But we should be back next Thursday. Yeah, good night, Louise.
Good night, Luis.
See ya.